EA Sports, within the game. Hey, they say it ain't over till it's over. And let me tell you, this one definitely ain't over.
Y'all calling me crazy when I've been balling all day like Brady. Long hair the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They start the drive with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Allen.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 14-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Pickett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Looking to throw, Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 49-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to. Touchdown, Bills! Isaiah McKenzie, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bills 14, Steelers 0. Tyler Bass for the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Harris running straight ahead. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
He finds his tight end, Gentry.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Pickett now from the gun here. Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
39 yards.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And
what you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Cause nobody really cares. Cause nobody really cares. Cause nobody really cares. Cause nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiler boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. You're most hungry.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, Carr. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing his car on third down. And it's complete. This is Brandon Bolden. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
A 10-yard gain. But it's fourth down.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go with Jacobs. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Pickett back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, now Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Raiders 0.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through and was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, Bud. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers 1st down.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
Back to throw, Pickett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Flushed out right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On play action, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jet sweep, here's Pickens with it. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Pickett. Open man here is Gentry. And he's got some space here. Now a second stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. And this one too low.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Pickett sets up play action.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Breaks the tackle, now with Alley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Now Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now Harris. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They run again with Harris. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. Touchdown!
Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Raiders, nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Finding space at the 40.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for Las Vegas.
Carr now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He finds his tight end, Gentry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. But the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Steps away.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
That one looks like he'll throw here. 20, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Miles Boykin, 43 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Steelers 24, Raiders nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
y'all can S-double-E. Cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Killer make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been